Ngayon naman po, isang panauhin mula sa Eastern Region at isa po siyang World Health Advocate. At nais po nating batiin and let's all welcome to TFC News. Live na live po si Dr. Mark Luis Pardo. Hi Doc, magandang gabi po sa inyo.
Hi, good evening po sa lahat, Ma'am Maxi, and it's really an honor and privilege to be a part of this discussion and information sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin.
Kumusta na po kayo?
Laking galak sa akin for giving me an opportunity dahil nakikita ko na the education or information dissemination is also very important nowadays, especially yung mga affected ba sa hinahanap nating pandemic na ito. So, good evening po sa inyong lahat.
Opo, Doc, dyan sa Eastern Region, kumusta naman po ang sitwasyon? So far, kumusta naman po ang ating mga kababayan at ilan na po ang may nagkaroon po ng COVID dyan?
Yeah, Ma'am Maxi, in terms of statistics, you know, I'm very glad na hindi na ako ang nagsasabi o nagbibigay ng mga statistic kasi almost lahat nagunahan sila sa pagbibigay ng datos, no? Sa mga cases here, but then ang gusto ko lang i-emphasize sa ngayon is ano nga dapat yung tama nilang gawin, okay, kung magkakaroon sila ng mga signs and symptoms and at the same time kung na-test sila na positive, kasi nakikita ko, Ma'am Maxi, na yun ang pinaka-struggle din actually ang polo natin eh. In fact, I want to clear na the Saudi government is really focusing and treating equally kung ano ang pangangailangan talaga ng mga kababayan natin dito. And this morning, I'm very glad na based from my research, dito ako na-touch na lahat ng mga nationalities pala here in the kingdom, walang ginagawa ng mga ayuda or something na nagdi-distribute sila, tumutulong sila sa mga kababayan din nila, no? It's only Filipino who is doing this. Kaya I was really touched na ang government natin somehow is doing their best to help everyone na hinaharap natin ngayon. So I congratulate above anything else ang Polo about that.
Opo. At syempre nagpapasalamat din po tayo tulad sa mga Filipino doctors, yung mga health professionals tulad po niya, Doc Mark, na who find time, you know, to help our fellow kababayans by informing them, educating them on what to do whenever they get this dreaded disease. Ano? So usually po, pag if ever may mga ganung kaso po, ano po ang una ninyong sinasabi sa ating mga kababayan dyan sa Eastern Region kung sakaling sila po ay nakaramdam na ng mga simptomas? What do you usually advise them?
Yeah, actually, yan ang napaka-importante, Ma'am Maxi, kasi of course, maiintindihan natin ang Filipino na most of the time, kung nag-experience sila ng mga signs and symptoms, they try to panic. So ang mangyayari, they think that they need a hospitalization like that. So kaya kung napapansin mo, maraming mga nagpo-post na kababayan natin na as if feeling nila na papabayaan sila, which is not. Kasi may triage yun eh, may triage to consider na ang pasyente ay kailangan dalhin sa ospital or government ambulances before na dadalhin sila in a way na they meet the criteria na emergency case na sila. So what I usually do is to give them a counseling, na hindi nila kailangan ng hospitalization. Of any signs na wala pang distress, definitely, okay, hindi nila kailangan ang hospitalization. So from there, I'm orienting them. I'm orienting them kung ano ang nararapat para sa kalagayan nila, para hindi sila magpanik.
Okay. So it's more like, hindi ibig sabihin when you exhibit all those symptoms, kailangan na kayo magpa-ospital. Not necessarily.
Yeah, to be confined. Not necessarily to be confined. Ibig sabihin po, if you have that signs and symptoms, be calm, at kung ma-aggravate, that will be the time that you will go to the hospital. Minsan kasi ang kababayan natin, they relied much of the support of the government. Kung kaya din natin, be independent naman na go to the nearest hospital for further evaluation. Kung
Okay.
nararamdaman mo na hindi mo na kaya, do not rely other resources na hindi may bibigay. Remember, lahat ay nagkakaroon ng attention sa mga cases na ganyan, hindi lang tayo. So if you're able to do it, go directly to the nearest hospital and don't ever think na seryoso na talaga yung kalagayan mo. Kalagayan mo if you are affected or if you manifest any signs and symptoms.
Okay. So, ang pwede pong gawin, kung hindi naman ganun talaga malala pa, yung parang bearable pa, so home quarantine is advised. But at the same time, you also have to seek medical assistance. Di ba? Pwedeng pumunta sa nearest clinic, nearest hospital, if ever you can still go there. So, yun po ang inyong ina-advise. Doc, kasi syempre, no, gradually, yung Saudi and all the rest of the GCC countries, they are already moving to the, normal, the new normal. So dahan-dahan na nag-open up, yung mga businesses and all. Ngayon, some of our viewers are asking, what is this herd immunity? Okay ho ba ito? Siguro in layman's term or in simple terms, how are you going to explain this? Would this be okay?
Yeah, I think it's proven, and actually, they came to a point now, yung mga specialists about it, particularly mga epidemiologists, na if we just remain stagnant, waiting for the flattening of the curve, the whole world economy will collapse. So, in other countries, specifically Sweden, actually ginawa nila yan Ginawa nila, Mambaksi, na they limit yung mga lockdowns and everything because ang herd immunity is a gradual exposure kasi. Gradual exposure ng katawan natin, okay, para in the future, okay, magiging capable na tayo to handle. It will never be a foreign virus sa katawan natin that time. Pero ang risk lang kasi here is, of course, if you are susceptible, if you have that existing medical conditions, mahina ang body resistance mo, of course, you're very susceptible for that. But then, and again, ang bottom line here, the new normal here, with regards to the herd immunity is, kailangan doblehin natin ang pag-iingat as of this time. Kasi kung manatili tayo in lockdown, saan tayo tutungo, Ma'am Maxi?
Yes, you're right.
So ang patutunguhan natin?
Opo. So, Doc, in brief, can you give us some tips on how, because right now, alam naman po natin, wala pang vaccine, wala pa talagang definite medication, the interventions that one should be using just in case, you cannot find a way to go to the hospital. Now, if you happen to experience all these symptoms of COVID-19, what are you going to do? Ano po yung mga medical interventions na pwede pong gawin ng isang kababayan natin kung sakaling sila po ay nakaramdam na ng mga simptomas, Doc?
Yeah, it's very still applicable up to now na question yan, Ma'am Maxi, kasi we're in fact, sa stage natin na ito, dapat hindi natin dinidil much of that stage na kasi dapat totally aware na tayo kung anong dapat natin gawin, no? Dapat nag-level up na tayo sa stage na yan. But then again, marami pa rin kasi hindi nakakaintindi. And it's a good point that you asked that. Basically, lahat naman ng gagawin na kailangan pa rin natin is to go to the basic, hand washing, hygiene, lahat yun pa rin, Ma'am Maxi. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Okay.
Yun pa rin. Sa pinaka-basics, hand washing, distancing, everything. It does not mean the new normal is to change the things that we used to do previously, as a social being at that. But then and again, normal living or new normal at that is taking an extra careful and be particular of the basic important thing of hand washing, hygiene, and retaining and strengthening our body mechanism. Or body resistance as well.
Yeah, so that's boosting the immune system. But if you already have the symptoms, Doc, how effective is yung sabing you have to boil the ginger, put some lemon, and yung mga ganun mga natural remedies? Do you recommend that?
Yeah, actually, as I've said, most of the time sa mga interview, wala na mga medical justification na pwede mga yan when it comes to, kasi wala na ba mga clinical studies, and this is the reason why Hindi naman rin recommend ang World Health Organization or whatever authorized agency of that. But as long as nakikita na meron namang improvement at wala namang side effect, at that time na pumunta sila sa hospital, it could be better. And personally at that, Ma'am Maxi, actually it's okay because somehow there is a good effect on our body system. And this is proven sa mga gumagawa talaga this home remedy. Remember, ang COVID is more on supportive therapy lang. Kung pumunta ka sa hospital, still considered a supportive therapy ang gagawin. Kaya I want to emphasize to all mga kababayan natin na when they experience that, okay, they can be more healed, or they can establish more, or they can strengthen more their immune system if and when they stay at home. Huwag nilang i-insist, no? Huwag nilang i-insist na pumunta na kaagad sa mga hospitals. Kasi base kasi sa nakikita, Ma'am Maxi, sa mga post na yan, maraming nagpo-post na kunting ubo lang. And in fact, what I'm doing personally is I try to trace all these people, yung nagpo-post na ganyan. I try to trace all these people and contacted them. No? So lahat kinontak ko, and I'm doing a counseling for them. And the good thing is, they were enlightened. Kasi sabi ko sa kanila, karamihan kasi hindi pa natetest eh. Wala pang test, and then they are claiming that they are already COVID patient. Where in fact, even kasi, Ma'am Maxi, even kasi you are tested with the PCR, specifically the nasal and the oral swab, when you had that positive result, it does not totally mean that you are a COVID patient, no? Kasi the positivity present on the result that you have is only indication that you have a presence of antibodies in your katawan. It does not ruled out na meron ka ng COVID, which is hindi naiintindihan karamihan ng mga tao.
So Doc, hanggang masasabi lang po natin is like kailangan kung hindi naman kailangan pumunta ng ospital, you can stay home. Actually, it's even safer at home right now considering the number of COVID-19 cases in hospitals. You might even contract that disease by going to the hospital. So it's best that, and I fully agree with you, Doc, sa inyong sinabi, yung inyong advice kayo na kung hindi naman ganun kagrabe and you can breathe normally at least, and you just have you can take paracetamol at kung yung mga iba pa mga preventive measures. So Doc, just on a final note, ano pa po ang masasabi ninyo sa ating mga kababayan na nanonood po sa atin ngayon, not only in Saudi but the rest of the Middle East region and different parts of the world, na alam naman natin lahat ngayon na yan po ang ating kinakalaban ngayon. We are fighting an unseen enemy. We're battling off an unseen enemy. And what is the best thing to do to battle it off?
And again, I keep on repeating on this sa lahat ng mga interviews na I want to inform the public na mas mataas ang recovery kung nasa bahay kayo, especially kung nasa stage lang kayo na hindi naman kailangan to be hospitalized. Okay? Mas mataas yung recoveries actually. And I'm glad to inform sa mga kababayan natin of all hundreds, hundreds na rin-refer ni Sir Labat sa akin or other persons na kailangan dalhin with the MOH ambulance. Of all of them, iisa lang ang naging mortality rate. Because I counseled them, and at the same time, I informed them that they really don't need to be hospitalized. Kasi ang nangyayari, Ma'am Maxi, is when they got the result, particularly in a certain hospital, when they give the result, sasabihin kasi sa hospital na they have to go home. Even it is a positive. Now, ang iisipin ng pasyente, bakit pinauwi ako, positive na nga ako? That made them worry much. Kasi, based on the protocol, pauwi ng pasyente, and they have a self-quarantine at home, which is more effective, and then they inform them to wait for the ministry ambulance to fetch them in case of any distress that may occur. Ganun yun. Kung walang mga distress, it means that okay, they are not qualified to be transported in the hospital. So, isn't it wonderful na hindi mo kailangan ng hospital? Dapat yun ang maisip
Yes,
ng mga kababayan natin. Okay? Na
definitely.
hindi ko kailangan ng hospital. So, it means I have a very 100% chance of recovery kung ganito na hindi ako kailangan ng hospital. Hindi yung kaagad na wala pang mga test, kung may test man, kailangan nang i-demand na kailangan nilang papuntahin sa hospital. That is not advisable. That is not healthy. Don't stress yourself. Okay?
Yes,
And
yes.
again, I'm very thankful kasi I enlightened them, and yung isang kababayan natin, Ma'am Maxine, when I told him that when you are positive with this nasal swab, it does not rule out that you are a COVID patient. Although you are a part to be a COVID patient, but then and again, it's still a presumptive sign. So
Yes.
you don't consider and you don't ever think that you are a COVID patient now. Kasi the more you are worrying and the more that you are not oriented of what your status is, the more it weakens your immune system. Yun ang sinasabi ko.
Yeah. So the best thing to do right now, as what you've been saying, Doc, is like you just have to remain COVID positive, but the positive outlook in life right now, to fight this off. It's more of the, psychological thing. So,
Yeah.
malaking bagay yon, yung kailangan na huwag tayong patatalo sa mga depression and everything. So, so maraming salamat po, Doc Mark, sa inyong pong
My pleasure.
babahagi po sa amin ng mga useful tips, handy tips on how to fight off this COVID-19, and if ever you have exhibited some of the symptoms, and what are you going to do, and what's the best thing to do. So maraming salamat po at mabuhay po kayo sa inyong ginagawang pagserbisyo po sa ating mga kababayan dyan sa Eastern Region. At natutuwa kami dahil tinutulungan po ninyo si Labor Attaché Ray De Luz Conferido. At siya'y natutuwa din na andyan kayo. So ayun po.
It's my pleasure.
Maraming salamat po, Doc Mark, and hopefully we can have you again next time, if ever, hopefully. And it's been a pleasure having you here on TFC News Live. Ayan po, so sa ating mga manonood na hanggang ngayon ay nandiyan pa rin po nakatutok for the past 2 hours. Time flies by so fast, but we're not done yet dahil susunod po ang JEDA team. In the meantime, tayo po ay magpapasalamat sa Team Riyadh, syempre sa pangunguna po ni Philippine Ambassador to Riyadh, Adnan Alonto. Maraming salamat po, Ambassador, for gracing our show tonight. Thank you. Maraming salamat. At nagpapasalamat din po tayo kay Consul General Christopher Aro. Thank you po, Congen, kay Consul Alexander Estomo, Vice Consul Von Ferreira, Vice Consul Paulo Zurita, at syempre kay Labor Attaché Nasser Mustafa, and hopefully we can have you again within this week together with the Kuwait team, because a lot of questions also need to be answered. At syempre maraming salamat po for the first time ating na-guest finally, si Labor Attaché Ray De Luz Conferido, at syempre si Doc Mark Pardo. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, at alam ko kanina pa kayo nandyan at kanina pa rin naghihintay ang Team JEDA, at maraming salamat din kay Consul General Christopher Aro, Consul Alexander Estomo, Vice Consul Von Ferreira, Vice Consul Paulo Zurita. Maraming salamat din kay Labor Attaché Nasser Mustafa. Maraming salamat, sir. Gayon din sa ating Labor Attaché, for the first time na nag-guest po sa atin, si Labor Attaché Ray De Luz Conferido mula po sa Polo Aero, at kay Dr. Mark Luis Pardo, isang World Health Advocate na nasa Alcobar po, na nagbigay sa atin ng ilang mga handy tips on how to fight off this COVID-19. At syempre, kanina lang ay kausap din natin si Consul General Ed Badajos ng PCG Jeddah at si Labor Attaché Nasser Mundel. Ito po ang inyong kapamilya, Maxi Santiago, na nagsasabing maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, mga kapamilya, sa pagsama po sa atin dito sa special coverage ng Bantay COVID-19 Middle East Edition. At inyong pong nalaman ang kaganapan sa buong Saudi Arabia. At nandito po kami on behalf of our Middle East Bureau at ngayon kasama natin kanina si JP Aleta at si Charles Tabo mula naman sa Jeddah. Maraming salamat po. Stay safe everyone. At lagi natin sinasabi, sa lahat ng mga pinagdaraanan dyan, daanan lamang at huwag tambayan. Habang may buhay, may pag-asa. Life is short. Live and love to the max. Ito po inyong mga kapamilya. Maraming salamat po. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. God bless you all!